On your left is Temuujin from Mongolia.
International players, ladies and gentlemen, the final for the women Enkhbold Asian at table number 3 from Philippines, Rocky Constantino. His opponent from India, Ani Kamani. The referee judge from Hong Kong, Paul Sing Wok. The final for the woman is raised to 6 alternate break. For the men, from Mongolia, Enkhbold. His opponent from Hong Kong, Ling. Referee judge Stephenson from Singapore. For the men, final is raised to 7 alternate break. Referee, there is a ready. You may start the match. Good luck to our players.
7 reds, red 1, Hong Kong to break.
Alrighty, here we go. I was gonna say thunderous break. I can hear thunder outside the event hall. And Leo put in a really good one here. He's got a chance maybe to take on the blues. There are some clusters on the top side of the table. A few pink balls are in an awkward spot. Good opening shot. Eased it into the corner. He can drag this ball as well and kill it and land for the blue in the side. He could also choose to play a combination, but I have a feeling he's gonna take the long blue into the top right corner first. Nice shot. A little shy on pace, but he can just drift this ball a little bit and play the combo next. Yeah, he's lining it up. He wants to be a little bit below the shooting line. And I think he's just about perfect. It lets him make the combo and keep the cue ball on the same side as the object ball for the next shot. He's hit it a little pacey, a little too much, but he got away with it. I don't know if you guys are picking up, but there's a really heavy rain outside. It's gonna slow the table down quite significantly, I think. You can feel the moisture coming into the room now. Yeah, Leo's asked the referee to clean the blue ball. Yeah, this is a vital pot here. It's very makeable, but it's not a guarantee. He's gotta hit it smooth. A bit of high ball.
10 seconds. Extension call.
First strike is always so important to win, especially if you have a good chance like this. Well done, beautiful shot. Left himself an easy 8 ball.
Red
And
1,
Leo takes the
Hong Kong.
lead with a nice break and run. I see Temuujin fixing up his shaft. He wasn't happy. I saw him earlier. I think he had a little nick on his shaft, or something's bothering him a little bit. Hopefully he gets that sorted out. That's the thing with wooden shafts, you know. A small bump on a table here and there, and you'll have a very annoying little bump there. Definitely something you don't want to feel when you're shooting, because that just distracts you.
Mongolia to break, trailing by 1 red to 0.
He's going for the second ball break. And it's been working for him. Very nicely done. The advantage of the second ball break is that if you do come up dry, there is a lot more clusters on one side of the table usually, and as you can see, 80% of the balls are on the right hand side of the table. Now the good news for Temuujin is the pinks don't look so difficult, and he can open that pink into the side pocket, which allows him now to control the table. The disadvantage of the second ball break is obviously a much more difficult layout sometimes, although in this case I think that's a non-starter. I think it's pretty easy. He had a bit of a scare in the quarterfinal match yesterday against Jeremy, one of the top Malaysian players. It went down to the wire. I think he didn't really play his best, but I'm fully expect him to pick up the pace here. I think he was trying to come out for the pink in the bottom right, but as it stands, he's got a nice shot here. He could go one rail forward. The thing is this though, it's very difficult for him to come back for the pink at the top of the table. So it might be that he will decide to play for that pink now. So he's gonna have to move the cue ball quite a bit. He's gonna go top spin one rail and come back up table. He's done very well. He's gonna have to play out of the corner, two rail position. You're almost trying to play towards the 8 ball, the black, with the cue ball. A little stun with side. It's a bit of a reach, but I think he's okay. The cue ball's tracking. It's perfect, right towards the 8. And now he has to be careful, because the contact on the blue will determine his position on the black. He doesn't want to hit the wrong side of this blue and snooker himself. So I think he's gonna take the more conservative option, just drag it in. Yeah, he's done good. A little awkward, but I believe he should manage this. The 8 goes down,
2 to Mongolia.
and both players with a break and run to open. Temuujin still not happy with his cue. He's got 3 different sandpapers there he's working with. Actually, that might do him some good because he's focused on fixing his cue. That kind of settles your nerves if you've got something to do. Looks like he's happy. Alright, let's see what Leo can do on his second break. A good view of his lineup and technique. Very straight. Oh, he's just about not made anything. I thought that pink was gonna drop, but as it stands, it's over the pocket. This is the disadvantage of the middle break. A much easier open table if you don't make anything. So both players are using a completely different approach. Looks like combination here. Ball on the rail into the ball that's in the pocket. He's going for the pink. What a shot that was. That looked easy, but it wasn't. Believe me. He had to drag that down the cushion. Hit that really well. Still work to be done, however. There's a cluster on the top right corner. He does have a ball that he can use, in fact 2. He could use the very top pink to break it up, or the pink that's in the middle of the table. So he's got at least 2 chances to land with a good angle to break up the cluster. And I think that's what he's planning to do right now. Yeah, he's looking at different possibilities here. I kind of like going for the ball that's at the very top of the table, because with this angle all he has to do is just play a follow shot, but I think he's choosing to stun here. Okay. I guess he's gonna try to break them up later. I'm not so sure. I would have thought he would take that ball earlier, break up the cluster, and leave the middle ball as insurance. But it seems like he's doing something else. He's trying to follow it from the top rail. Risky shot. But what a great one that was. Beautiful shot. I do like his choice there. He realized that breaking it up from the other side pushes the pink towards the middle pocket, even though it was a slightly more difficult ball to break out on. Very smart play. Oh, and just when I was praising him, the commentators curse. He misses an easy routine shot. Well, It's not all plain sailing from here for Leo. He could take on the long blue at the bottom right. He could also take the blue that's next to the pocket on the bottom left. He could even play safe right here. And I think that's the smartest play, really. Yeah, just like the cue ball to the long side rail, using your blue to snooker him on the middle pocket, and hopefully planting the other blue over the pocket, or maybe potting this pink. This is risky. He's gonna try to pot it. A combination safety. Yeah, he missed it, but it's okay. He played it right. It's not about potting it so much, although if he did manage to pot it, it was probably a little bit better. Not often do you see a combination safety when you're actually trying to pot your opponent's ball. Yeah, it's a interesting game, this hay ball. A lot of different things can happen on the table. A kick shot here. He's kicking the ball in the corner because if he misses, it's a more safety-oriented approach. And he did play it really well. Great speed control. Once again, Leo is gonna have to come up with something here. Advantage to pink, definitely. At this moment in time. He's gonna try to play that ball in the pocket. Yeah, he didn't really get the best of bumps, but it's not bad. This is a bit of an awkward shot. If he chooses to cut this ball to the bottom right, even though it's very close, and it's not a difficult shot, but to see the angle is difficult, so he's choosing to play safe, drawing just behind the pink. Yeah, that was a good shot. A bit unfortunate to leave the ball on the cushion though. That's where it kind of gets tough. Now let's have a look whether Temuujin can counter here. Yeah, just a simple tap safety. Very good play, keeping it controlled. No choice now. Leo has to kick and hope for a bit of luck, to be honest with you, because getting it safe from this shot will be extremely difficult with the balls being over the pockets. So he's gonna try to pot it into the side. He might fluke it too, somewhere. Yeah, he didn't do that. But did he get away with it? I don't think so. I think he's got a path here. And if Temuujin can get through to this ball, I think it's rack over. Yeah, he's just checking whether he can leave himself a cut on that far pink. So all he has to do is just stun it to the cushion and come out a couple inches. Yeah, that's what he did. A little bit of a deceleration on that shot. I think he wanted to come out just a little bit more, but it's still good enough. Well played. Nice little drag shot. Yeah. A little bit of inside spin on that. Gets him perfect. Another look at that second ball break. This time around, he came up dry. He's left Leo only one option. The pink in the bottom right corner. He's gonna need the spider bridge for that. Very delicate. It's a lot tougher to play with the spider bridge on a pool table than on a snooker table. He's gonna have to be very delicate. He's made it. Good shot. Very good shot. Okay. Still awkward. Very nice strike. Yeah, I think, in my opinion, Ling is probably one of the best plain ball strikers at this tournament, along with, of course, Temuujin too, but his long balls have been pretty good, especially if they're straight. He's moving through this rack very nicely, trying to solve every problem possible, and now I think this is where he taps into that pink at the middle. Yeah, he didn't want to hit it too hard because he didn't want to move that ball to the rail. He's avoided that. And now he's got a couple of options here. I like making these pink on the left. He was looking at the pink at the bottom as well to see whether he has an angle to go to the black later
10
on.
seconds. 5.
Yeah. He's got just the right kind of angle, maybe a little bit too much. He wanted to be a bit straighter. Yeah, there's plenty of room. Looks good to me. You don't want to stun this too much or get too much into the cue ball. So, well, one tip below center and one tip side should get the job done. Just missing the blue. Perfect. Oh wow. What's happened there? How did he manage to miss that? It's still gonna be very difficult for his opponent to win this rack, but you'd expect him to make that. It's gonna be extremely difficult for Temuujin to somehow wrestle this rack away. He doesn't really have much safety options. Anywhere you put the cue ball, you're gonna have a kick shot or a jump or some kind of shot to pot the 8.
10 seconds. Extension call.
So he's gonna have to try and run out somehow. Really be aggressive here. There's multiple balls on the cushions. Makes this run out very, very tough. If he does decide to play safe,
10 seconds.
he's gonna need to
5, 4,
develop balls
3.
here.
2.
Yeah, it's a very containing shot, but I think Leo can manage this. He's got a one-rail kick just in front of the blue ball near the side pocket. He's gonna have to load it up with a lot of spin though. It's not a natural angle. It's a little bit short. So he's gonna have to play this softly. Let the cue ball do the rest. And as you can see, the angle was a little bit too short. He didn't get the spin that he required. So the first attempt of a safety by Temuujin has worked. But still, so much work to be done. Yeah, I just don't see him running out in one inning here. Very difficult table. But he has to try. I would play the ball on the right hand side of the table near the side pocket and follow. Yeah, he's doing the same thing.
5.
Now he's choosing to
4,
do something else.
2.
And he's got no time. Just about managed to make it. Yeah, this is still so tough. He's thinking of where to potentially play safe. But there are no really good options here. He dodged the bullet once, but I don't expect him to do it twice, even if he leaves a kick. He's gonna have to try and run out. Difficult shot here as well.
10 seconds.
Very nicely struck. His overrun position though. He wanted to have an angle to move that blue on the right side rail. He still has an option of a bank shot later on, which is not too bad. It looks like what he's trying to do is leave himself a long cut to open the blue at the bottom of the screen. He's gonna require a very difficult pot too. So this is gonna be it. This is the shot. Be careful there. He could make the black by accident too. Oof. Oh, yeah, that was close, but he did it. He did it. And guess what? He's got an angle to play this ball now. 2 cushions to get right underneath it. So, slowly but surely, he's worked this rack and he's trying his best to steal it. Oh, this is where it all went wrong, however. He's missed it. He's missed the breakout, and now he's in big trouble. Big trouble. Yeah, I just don't see him winning this rack from here. Unless he can make some kind of a miracle bank. Maybe a cross. Yeah. He's going for the pot directly to the bottom left. Nah, that's not gonna work. And I think that one little shot got him there, but it was a valiant effort, I must admit. He almost managed to do it, even though the odds were highly against him. Yeah, that was a very nice hit from Leo. He went exactly middle. And unfortunately, he got a donut. Funny enough, all the blues, apart from one ball, end up top table. And all the pink balls are stuck in the middle of the table. Well, Temuujin is gonna like this. Makes his life so much easier. He can clean up all the balls up top, leave a key ball, a transition ball, for that last blue, which then leads very nicely on the black. Good shot there. I can see that he's playing with a lot of confidence overall, even though he didn't manage to complete the run out last rack. The way he was working around the table with no time left leads me to believe that he's feeling good. Another good shot. He just needs to find a good angle on that blue in the middle of the table. And I think he has every chance of doing that. He's gonna play this with a touch of high ball, a touch of left perhaps, if even. Yeah, just a slight check side on that. He's got the perfect line for a one rail position. Pretty much where he's putting his hand now. Yeah, he doesn't want to go that far. I think he will land roughly on the headstring line. That's where he wants to be. Maybe just slightly past the headstring line. One cushion. Yeah, exactly there. That's perfect. Okay, he's looking to... Yeah, he's looking to possibly move the cue ball below the 8, below the black. The problem with that is there's a couple of balls there that could hinder him. So he could decide to just kill the cue ball here and take the cut. Okay, he went through the gap and he's played it really well, really well. Oh no, he's just got a kick. That ball kicked on him. Yeah, that was super unfortunate because he's made that shot properly. He got a bad kick on that. And that's the kind of shot that could get in your head. It was not a mistake, ladies and gentlemen. That ball threw because of dust or something on the table or on the balls. You could see the reaction of the ball sliding instead of rolling as it should. Ooh, that could have been a very risky shot. If he touched that pink, he could have scratched. But as it stands, he came out pretty well. Yeah, a bit of fortune for Leo to be back at the table. He's gonna have to take it. Yeah, he's trying to clear up the top pink. The very top pink in the middle. It goes into the corner. And I think if he plays a little stun follow, he will land perfect. He could play a little draw shot too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's looking to pick up that last pink. Is the most difficult one. Nicely done. A good idea to clean the cue ball. The last thing he wants is to suffer the same fate as Temuujin. Played a good shot there with the extension on. A little kill shot here or a follow will land him perfect. Nothing much to do here. Okay. Well, he had a lot more angle than I thought. He's kind of 50-yard line. Still manageable. But a lot more work. A lot more work. And he's overcooked it. And this could be big. I have a feeling the referee is going to be doing a lot of cue ball cleaning. Now I'm curious, is it because of the chalk the players are using? Perhaps someone's using a dirtier chalk. A good strike there. Check side on the cue ball. Very nice. Spear that 8-ball in. And that was a bit of a let-off for Temuujin. I feel like Leo rushed that last ball that he missed. He got slightly out of position. He still had his extension, but he thought it was an easy shot. Here we go. Temuujin breaking from the middle. I'd like to see this. Ooh, well, he certainly had a lot of power on that, but the cue ball did a hole-in-one straight into the side. This could be big. And once again, all the blue balls are up table, while all the pinks are at the bottom. Very strange. Certainly, I'll be looking at the pinks here, and I think Leo agrees. Nice shot. Yeah, he's not happy. Had a little chat with Leo earlier. He said he changed the tip on his cue. And he said it's playing a bit too hard, not gripping the cue ball. Yeah, he's playing for the side pocket. I think that's a great idea, keeping it simple. Once again, he's asked the ref to clean the cue ball. Played a good shot there. Yeah, he's gonna take this in the side pocket. A little draw here. Yeah, he's gonna do more than just a little draw. He's gonna draw to the long rail and out. Gives him a better angle. Once again, I feel like he's not gotten through the ball as good as he could have. Not gonna be a problem though. Ooh, that was very hairy, let's put it that way. Yeah, the side pocket is not being kind to Leo. I think he's got a bit of a side pocket phobia going on right now. Needs to get it out of his mind. Almost bounced out of the pocket of the far jaw. Yeah, nothing's going. It's a tough rack, however.
Extension call.
Yeah, not an easy starter. Probably the pink at the bottom left. Maybe follow the cue ball, run into the other two colors. Yeah, but it was never gonna be easy to get shape. He does have a good safety, so he won't mind this too much. Yeah, he wants to try and wedge the cue ball right next to the black. A touchy little shot here. He's done quite well. Although, if that far left blue can go into the top right corner, there might be a chance for Leo to make a run here. What a shot that was. Beautiful shot. Nicely controlled. I think he was hoping for a bit of angle. Yeah, I like this. I like this play. He's looking at a stomp ball in the middle. A little angle on the lower blue. And then drift into the pink. Only problem with that is the other blue that's near the long side rail could be a problem. He needs to be delicate here. Great camera angle. I think he's looking at the double. It's on. If you can make the yeah, he's looking at the double here. Does he bank it now, or does he play a... Yeah, this is a little awkward. He needs a little bit of check on this ball, I think. A touch of high left in this case. Yeah, he's done just that, but he missed it. Not enough check. He just didn't get the grab. This could be big. It's not a difficult run out here for Temuujin. He certainly can do it. It's as good as it gets. Can he move the black right now by playing the... Because he's worried about the black. It is frozen on the cushion. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that cue ball got away from him there. He might have to change his plan here. He was playing for that top pink, but now he's gonna have to do something else here. It's not bad. Uh-oh, he's overcooked this. He's not hit that well. Tricky shot. What a shot he played. Beautiful. He went right through the gap. Okay, this is where he has to bear down now. This is missable. This is missable. And more often than not, you'll see this. After a great shot, a difficult shot, you tend to ease off on your focus, and that's when the pocket gets you, especially on this table. Now I think Leo's got a little cheeky shot there that he's looking at. He can hit the rail ahead of the pocket and cannon the blue in, but he still has to make a good shot first on this ball. He's looking at it, he's not liking it. Yeah, he's gonna have to kill the cue ball and land somewhere there. He can be straight too. The most important thing is don't miss this shot.
Five, 4, 3.
What a shot, well done. And it looks perfect. He needs to cut this ball a little more into the rail. He can then draw it out for the black. Oh, wow. I am surprised that didn't go in. I'm very surprised. I think he caught that just a little bit too thick, I guess. I'm not so sure. I thought that was automatic. I guess it wasn't. Always a danger with these shots. And now Temuujin decided to miss, leaving nothing much for Leo. He could play a nice safety here, cut this ball thin, send the cue ball all the way up table, while keeping his ball in front of the pocket, blocking the other pink. He could try to bank this too, moving the cue ball, a two-way shot. Yeah, he's gone for shot number 1, and it's not too bad. It's pretty much the best he could have done there.
Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
A snooker safety.
Seconds.
Might see Temuujin here. Just tap this ball and roll him up. He's hit it a bit too hard. He's left a window, I think. Yeah, the idea was good. The execution was not so. He wanted to leave that blue right over the side pocket, which would allow him a much better chance of escape. But as it stands, he's kind of left it in a very awkward spot. And Temuujin is gonna take full advantage. I'll be interested to see what Leo does here. He's trying to move the 8 ball and draw the cue ball. A very nice shot. He was thinking mostly about the cue ball all the way. And once again though, the blue ended up in a safe spot. So he needed a little bit of luck. So it's a free shot for Temuujin. He can try and cut this ball in. Needs to be careful not to scratch off that bottom pink. If he flicks it wrong, the cue ball could track towards the corner.
10 seconds.
Yeah, he's hit it a little thick. Didn't make it, but he's left his ball right over the pocket. And it's starting to look increasingly tougher for Leo. Now I like maybe kick and stick here actually. Kicking under the 2, or rather under the blue. And maybe just leaving the cue ball. Chance to pot it in the side pocket. He might just play a soft shot here. Ooh. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure about that shot. He's kind of removed the only obstacle that was saving him. And I think that might be his last move in this frame. Ooh, big bounce. What happened there? Oh boy, well, it's more pool to be played, it seems. He didn't control that very well, Temuujin. He got up on that shot. And honestly, that kind of neutralized the rack, because now Leo can feather this ball and run the cue ball up table. He hit it a little bit thick, I think. He wanted the blue to block the pink. It was a very difficult one, however, but we might see another snooker-like safety. Maybe playing the white ball behind the black. He could also play it the other way, the other side, which is what he's doing. Watch out, corner. Yeah, he's okay.
Seconds.
That was a very nice shot by Leo there. He cut that razor thin, paced the cue ball very nicely. Mistake. And finally, after a much protracted safety battle, it's Leo who comes out on top. Nicely done.
7 to Hong Kong. Official timeout 8 minutes.
We're gonna take a short break, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back.
10 seconds.
I see only one problem here on this table. That blue at the bottom of your screen. If he can drop in nicely on it, every chance to make it. I think it's better to try and make it as soon as possible. Yeah, he's looking at leaving the ball in the middle for the side pocket. So this will be his exit strategy. Pretty good. A little forward roll here will give him a perfect angle. Nicely done. Yeah, cleaning the cue ball is vital on this shot. He cannot afford to get a kick. He wants to go near the cushion to be able to run the cue ball around for the black. It's gonna be tricky.
Seconds. Extension call.
Good shot. And I think he's got just the right amount of angle to follow this ball. One rail through the gap. He must avoid the pink in the middle of the table. That's his only obstacle. He has to cue this nicely. Nice and smooth. And he's done just that. Very nice shot. Beautiful shot. Just about perfect. And just like that, a run out from a dry break. A commanding lead in a race to 7. He just needs 2 more racks. And it's his turn to break. A slight look of concern from Temuujin. Very nice square hit. Does he get anything down? He's made a ball. He's got a chance here. The blues are definitely the option. That looks a lot better to me, only because of that one pink stuck at the bottom left of your screen. He's also thinking to maybe play the pinks if it can be squeezed through. I see what he's trying to do here. I think he's gonna try to make this blue off the pink. What we will do is he will open the pocket for the loose blue. A second option is running into it, which I think is what he's trying to do here. Yeah, he's done well. Very nice. Solves all his problems now. I kind of like putting the blue at the top right corner, going 1 or 2 rails to position himself on the blue. He could get there now. A delicate positional play here. He doesn't want to overrun it. Yeah, he wants to be somewhere there. 2 rails, a little bit of left spin. Nicely done. Very good. And Leo is really taking the bull by the horns towards the business end of this match. I'm very impressed at how he raised his game. He was struggling in the semi-final. Oh no, what's he done here? Just when I said that, he makes a big blunder. He wanted to go around that ball or under it. Now he's in trouble. Yeah, I don't think he's got the block. I think Temuujin can work this rack. Starting with this pink. He's not even gonna try, he's playing safe. And who's to blame him? Makes it a lot easier. He's forcing Leo to kick, opening up that blue. he's going for the Masse. This could be a beautiful shot if he hits it. Oof. Just a whisker away. Just a whisker away. And once again, he struggles with the Masse shot. The ball's just not grabbing. He's just not getting the bend on the cue ball. This is the third Masse shot he's attempted since his semi-final, and all three ended up short. This is a lifeline for Temuujin. He has to take advantage to stay in this match.
Seconds.
Yeah, there was a kick there. You could hear that. The cue balls hopped a little bit on that shot. He wanted to be frozen on the rail for a better angle. He's still okay, but you could see he wasn't happy. But he's recovered well. Perfect shape. Needs to be careful here. It looks easy, but he's gonna play this smart. Maybe take the cautious option. Just drag this ball in and play for the side pocket. Delicate position, but it is on. Oh, he's played a beautiful shot. And he pulls within one.
Mongolia to break, trailing by 5 racks to 4.
A dry break. The blues are available. Even that single blue stuck in the middle of the other colors goes into the bottom left corner. So clearly Leo has a path to clear up here and get on the hill. Can he hold his nerve? Tricky little shot here. Nicely done. Well played. Okay, he needs to get rid of that ball at the top of your screen and then come back for the blue at the bottom. Yeah. I think he's gonna keep it simple and just play a little kill shot. Or is he looking for a wider angle? He could play for the side pocket. He could also play one rail out, which I think is what he will do here. Yep, nice. It's not a bad line. If he plays a follow shot, he could play exactly through the gap between the black and the other blue. He could land on both balls. Yeah, he wants to be right there. He could land on both of the blues.
Extension call.
Yeah, he's not comfortable. Has he gone far enough? Yes, he has. And that's perfect. He can just drop this blue in, bump the pink, and still have a side pocket. This is just about focus here. He might also choose to play the side pocket first, get a little straighter. I think that's probably better.
5.
Nicely played. Exactly where he wanted to be. Another little stun shot. It will take it close to the 8. He could also draw it out. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. Just pull it back. Yeah, perfect. And just like that, Leo is on the hill. Very nice break. A chance here. A final push. A break and run, potentially.
Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Very nice shot. He's definitely improved the pink that was on the rail. Still work to be done though. He's trying to make this bottom pink here from the rail. This is a tricky shot. He's looked at it, but
10 seconds. The extension call.
yeah, it's tricky with the spider. It's too much elevation. I think he's gonna go for the initial shot, take the tougher cut. If he can make this shot, I say he wins this match and championship.
10 seconds. 5.
Missed it. It was always gonna be very difficult. He's underhit that slightly, Temuujin. It was a little bit of a narrow angle. He's okay, he can make this ball and land on the other blue. But there is a problem, down table. He's trying to solve it here. He tried. He almost did. It was very tough, especially playing with the rest. And I'm not sure now what he needs to do. What a shot that was. He used the black to cannon into the blues. Beautiful shot. Probably his best shot of the match. Can he make this? Oh, just missed it. Now the big question here is, can Leo put him in a bind, pot the blue, leaving his balls over the pocket, and maybe get the cue ball behind the other pink, leaving him snookered? A very likely result. Even if he does not snooker him,
10 seconds.
that last
No more
blue
extension. Already caught.
is super difficult.
5, 4.
Yeah, his plan is still the same. He just chose to clear up the pinks at the top of the table. Now he's gonna try to pot this ball and leave it safe. Well done. What a shot. The only problem is they're not open to the pocket. Nice hit. Very nice hit. Under the circumstances. Another safety here. He could try to use the black for a long snooker. I think that's what he has to do. He's playing this left-handed. Does he get enough on it? No, he doesn't. And that could be a mistake. A very costly one. There is a shot on for Temuujin. It is a very tough shot. One of the most difficult shots on the Enkhbold table. Yeah, he gave it a good effort, but I think it was just too much. Wow, that was a really big bounce there. I'm not so sure what happened, but I don't think he wanted to go that far. He might have to play a bank shot here, or dribble this ball in, dead weight. Pressure is definitely on. He's feeling it. He's going for the bank. It's a kind of a free shot. The cue ball is going to track behind the black at the bottom end of the table. He's made the bank. He's perfect. All the hard work is done now. Yeah, he's perfect. He's nervous, but he's got this. Ladies and gentlemen, our Asia Enkhbold champion is Yipkin Ling of Hong Kong. Congratulations to him. What a beautiful set he played. A great performance. He picked up a lot of form into the final. And a well-deserving victory. Great performance by Temuujin as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back for the trophy presentations. Our new champion, Yipkin Ling, Leo.